Okay, so hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eibol and this is a channel where I talk about culture, personal experiences, and recently I added a section where I talk about my journey to a healthier lifestyle. Today I want to react to a video I found online, which is a documentary by Vice, and it follows the story of a town in Peru, in the Andes of Peru, where they have this interesting festival that happens on the 25th of December. So I'm gonna put on my headphones and I'm gonna react to this video, and hopefully we can all learn a little bit about the culture of Peru through this reaction video. Yeah.
Hi, it's Thomas. We're in the Peruvian Andes. It's the day before Christmas. All these guys are about to go beat the shit out of each other. It's called Takanakuy.
First of all, why did they send this white guy to document this festival? Like, he's really white and he literally just said, I'm with these guys and they're all about to beat the shit out of each other. I don't know how I feel about this.
Takanakuy is a giant mass brawl that happens every year at Christmas time in the Andes.
So the basic idea of Takanakuy is people build up their grievances all year in the village. Instead of getting fights, they save it, and on Christmas everybody gets in a big fight, and that's it. It's like Yom Kippur, but bloodier.
My first thoughts. I think the concept is really cool. Like, he said that everybody tries to like hold all the grievances that they have throughout the year, and on this one day they kind of let it all out and beat each other up. Which, it sounds like bloody and like almost like backwards, but honestly I think it's a really good idea. If you're been upset at someone for a whole year, then I think it's a good time to let it out on Christmas Day, you know? And like try to get over it and get past it and come back to like a happy community. So, yeah.
Takanakuy is exclusive to the Andean province of Chumbivilcas. The province's capital, Santo Tomas, is a murderous 10-hour drive through the mountains from the nearest city.
We've been driving for 8 hours. The roads aren't just the Autobahn. Altitude sickness is kind of combining with general car nausea in a fun way.
A bit of car sickness and a sore ass, however, seemed a small price to pay to get to see an entire town fight itself.
Okay, so to get to the town, it's 10 hours through like really hard roads in the mountains. I think that's pretty insane. Like, this place seems to be like in the middle of nowhere. I think it'd be really interesting. I think it'd be somewhere where I'd like to visit maybe one day. Yeah, I've been to Peru in the past before, so I don't know, like I love the culture of Peru, and to me this seems like really amazing. It seems like something I should do in the future.
The area is cut off from the rest of the country. There's basically no police, no military presence, no government services, all of which plays into the local sense of defiance against authority. A lot of Chumbivilcans also speak the native Quechua language instead of Spanish, which doesn't help so much with the alienation.
Wow, so, okay, so they only speak the language of Quechua, so like the rest of Peru speaks Spanish, and that makes it very difficult to communicate with this community. But apart from that, it's so far into the mountains that like there's no police presence, no government, like nothing really protecting these people. So it kind of makes sense why they've chosen to like, I don't know, this festival kind of makes sense, you know, in this type of community, like where you feel like you have to take justice into your own hands. I think fighting it off like in a community like festival like this, I think that's a really good idea. It moves the community forward, you know, it keeps people from holding a bunch of anger inside. And I can see that being the case if like they're so far and isolated into like the mountains like that. I think it's cool.
No, this is kind of the start of Takanakuy. So what's happening right now is all these dudes in the chaps and like the animal things on their heads are fighters. There's a big procession right now through the town. They're like banging on doors. They're like, come out and fight, basically. The real gist of it is just that like everybody's kind of coming together.
The like all the colors and masks and stuff are so beautiful. I think that's amazing. It must be like cultures for so many years, you know, put into like these festivals. It looks beautiful.
The mood in Santo Tomas on Christmas morning is convivial and family-friendly, especially in light of the violence everyone's on their way to watch and take part in.
This is the Takanakuy ring. Everybody in masks, you see, here to fight or be fought.
Okay, now they're getting into like the fighting part. Like the whole community is coming together.
The fights are intense but fairly orderly. Punching and kicking is allowed, but there's no biting or hair pulling or hitting guys on the ground. There are also amateur officials in the ring who carry whips to make sure things don't get too one-sided or out of hand, and also to perform basic crowd control.
Things just got a little nasty. Holy shit. That just got way out of hand. Dude picked up a rock, went after the other guy. It's a little bit tense.
Okay, the referees have whips. I guess that's a good way of controlling, like making sure that people don't get out of control. But this is very interesting. I think that the way they fight is a lot better than like seeing like UFC fights, you know? This is very good. I like this.
Kind of negligible.
There's obviously something a little incongruous about watching children and old men pummel each other's faces to meet on the Christian world's traditional day of peace. At the same time, the second the fight's over, everybody's all hugs and beers, which I feel captures the true spirit of Christmas. Or at least better than getting drunk with relatives you don't particularly care for.
Sorry, the camera stopped again, but I think that the main point of the video has already came across. Let me just like fast forward to the end and maybe see if like there's... Oh wow, the white guy actually gets in the ring. He starts fighting. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty much just the rest of it's a bunch of fights and then talking more about it. But yeah, so I think I want to end this video here. I find this like cultural stuff where like it's something so different to be so interesting. Like I myself would be interested in to go to this place. I've been to Cusco many times, but I think this is something different that I haven't seen in the past. So I think that it might be on like my bucket list, the thing to do the next time I go to Peru. I think it's a really cool concept, like especially on Christmas Day, a day of peace, to get into these fights and like try to, you know, let out all the angers that you've had over the year. I think that's a really cool way of like coming into the holiday season and just being rid of all negativity, you know. And I think that sometimes we all kind of do need to get rid of negativity. So if this is what works for this culture, I think that's cool. I think that's cool. Yeah, I don't see this being a part of like culture in the United States, but it is very cool to see this. Very special culture that's happening in Peru. Yeah. That being said, I think I'm gonna close the video here. Comment down below what you guys think about this video. If you guys have any comments on some of the material, would you if you were at this like festival, would you get into a fight with somebody? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a very interesting idea. Let me know if you guys have any material you guys would like me to react to, or any cultural things something that's not very commonly seen like this, and it would be really cool if I could like make a video about it. With that being said, just thank you very much for watching. Please comment, like the video, and subscribe. And I hope to see you back with another video like next week about culture. Also, don't forget I have these smaller vlog uploads happening every Wednesday. So those have to do with following or trying to follow healthier lifestyle. So if you're interested in that, please also see those videos. Thank you very much. Until next time, bye.